Howdy, folks. Howie here, and I read the first issue of United States of Captain America. First of all, I think it's pretty good. I'm going to read the rest. I do like it. I can review the book a little bit. Turns out that we find, Captain America's on a quest to go out and find out what's going on stuff for reasons. In this first issue, he discovers a guy who is gay. That calls himself Captain America. Turns out and he just works a little area, and there's a lot of Captain Americas. And we're going to find the rest of them. They're just people who believe in the ideal of Captain America, and they play it up. Now, the reason I want to talk about this is there is a lot of controversy about this book. Fox News did a news story because they are a knee-jerk operation. And I saw someone posting the Fox News story about this in what they called a comic book section on their thing. It was posted quite a while ago, but it took me a while to track this book down. And I wanted to read it, see what's up, see what they're saying, see if it's true. It's not true, I'll say that. Fox has done this with comic books quite a bit. One was when Superman, many years ago, Superman denounced his American citizenship. Fox News freaked out, but when you think about it and you read the story, Superman, he's not from America. He's from another planet. He considers himself a citizen of the world. Why would he be from America? America is a little part of the world. He came to the world, and he can cover that world in a second, right? Anyways, and so... Well, they freaked out because, you got to be American. Well, in this one, Captain America says the American dream is a lie. The American dream is the idea that anyone can make it in America. Anyone. Just come to America. You can make it if you try or whatever, but you can make it. And he calls that a lie. And let's read what he actually says and if we think he means it and if it's true. I read it. It's true. So I'm going to read this to you. I'm loyal to nothing except the dream. I actually said that once. Here's the thing about a dream, though. A dream isn't real. When we wake up, it goes away. And we're left with this yearning inside like something was taken from us. At least that's one kind of dream. But lately, spending my days in this country, as the years march on by, I'm starting to think America actually exists, actually has two dreams and one lie. And now he's getting his shield ready to be put in the exhibit for America. But the first American dream is the one that isn't real. It's the one that some people expect to just be handed to them. That's the one I've spoken about. And then they get angry when it disappears. When the truth is, it never really existed in the first place. And the idea is that you'll just make it here. America's the greatest country in the world. It's just, going to be great. No, it takes work. Greatness takes work. Germans have this word, Freunde. It means longing or nostalgia for a place you've never been or a place that might not even exist at all. We have a word for this in the States, Americana. Now, Americana is kind of that white picket fence, 1950s culture, when you are very much, you idolize it. You want stuff from that period. It's a 50s stuff. You're going to like Elvis. Elvis would be Americana, Marilyn, Betty Boop. Those are celebrity things that are Americana. Coca-Cola. I mean, it's just, that's what Americana is. white picket fences, the, kiosk with the band playing, and stuff like that is Americana. This is the white picket fence fallacy that, if we're not careful, becomes nationalism, jingoism. That dream isn't real. It never was. That's the line Fox News freaked out about. It's not real. That's not real. You're not just going to make it because you're in America. And that's kind of the dream. That's what he's saying. Because that dream doesn't get along nicely with reality. Other cultures, immigrants, the poor, the suffering, the people easily come to be seen as different or un-American. The white picket fence becomes a gate to others out, to keep others out. We at our best when we keep no one out. A good dream is shared radically, shared with everyone. When something isn't shared, it can become the American lie, and it isn't shared by everyone. So he calls the American dream the American lie. The lie is a real problem because it comes in the form of an empty promise. A while back, we told the world they could come here for a better life, but too often we turn our backs on them. Instead of a dream, they get handed a raw deal, and that's true. We do turn our backs on a lot of the immigrants that come here, a lot of people from other countries. As soon as something happens, sometimes it's not right as they get here, sometimes something happens that they have nothing to do with. It's true. This one's real, but we don't hold it or own it. Heck, we can't even touch it. We reach for it. We work, we toil, we struggle, we fight together. We may never reach it, but we never stop trying. That's my dream. Then he goes on to tell us about the Smithsonian is putting on a special exhibit called Americans Who Fight. And he wants to put in, I'll tell you the truth, I don't really love the name, only because sometimes we fight when we feel like we could handle things another way. And he just talks about that, which is putting it in. It's still good dialogue, but the idea is he does say he has the American dream. But you got to fight for it. You got to struggle. You got to work. And you might do it. You might not. And if everyone comes together and helps each other, we got it. But we don't do that. And we know we don't do that. So it is an American lie. And these news stories that get freaked out by this without reading the story, without getting to understand what is said, well, and here's where we see there's more Captain Americas. He ends up meeting up with Sam. This is where we actually get into the story. He's after some guys and whatnot. And at the end, actually, we have a story about the other Captain America. This guy here. We've read the whole stuff, and it has a backup on him. We meet him in there, but then there's a backup of how he became what he calls a Captain America. And apparently on the streets all across the country, it's like a street movement. So it does have a good potential as a story, I think, as my review and my criticism for Fox News and people who don't look into what they're doing. They just see a quote where he says the American dream is a lie, and they decide, let's just lambast Captain America because we don't read comics. No one else who watches us reads comics, and we can make up a story. I say, screw that, people. Read it yourself. Find out what the stories are about, All right. Thanks a lot. I'll talk to y'all later.